Hi everyone, it's Kathy Maxon. Sorry, walking around, just turned my camera on. Today I'm going to show you how to make this cute bunny Easter decoration. We used, I'm going to make a little girl, so this is what we're going to make. And here's a little boy one that I have. We are going to make a little girl one. We set these aside. So items you're going to need today. At the Dollar Tree, you can get these floral round foams. They are 4.8 inches in diameter, so it's a 2-pack. You're going to need this dust mop. It is called a microfiber duster or mop pad. You're going to need straws. You're only going to really need one. Bamboo skewer. Going to need some kind of decorative mesh. That's what we put on the little girl. Something to decorate. I got all these. I got some Easter eggs, some mini flowers, or some larger flowers. You're going to need glitter. You're going to need paint. I think I said brushes. Got some water here. I'm going to get ready. Got my glue gun turned on. So let's get started. So what we're going to do, or some paper plates. And look on Pinterest, whatever, you can draw up a design. So what I did, I drew a circle. I drew the round on the paper, and I kind of drew out my pattern, what I wanted. I copied it, and then I copied it just so I would have an extra copy, and I used marker. And then I put that on cardstock. You can use some, like what you would use if you were doing, forget what it was called, but I used cardstock. So I cut out the eyes. So this was the boy. I cut out the eyes and the nose, and then I cut out the nose on the second one so I could figure out where my mouth was gonna go. So when I laid it down, I could line up my nose and I could do my mouth. And then here's the little girl one we're gonna use. Cut out the eyes and the nose, and then again what I did, I cut it out the nose and then the mouth, because I will line up the nose. Oh, we're going to need slick paint too, because the slick paint, we're going to, I did the whiskers in the slick paint. I think I did the eyelashes, and I think in my picture that I had saved, I don't think I had the white on the eyes, but I did use that in slick paint as well. And this slick paint is just the dimensional paint. So what we're going to do, we're going to start, I've already have the back and the side done on one. So what I'm going to do is get some white paint on my paper plate. I got my big brush. I'm going to dip the brush in a little bit of water just to get it a little bit wet. And then we are going to just paint the bunny. So like I said, what I did the side and then the sides, and then I did either the back or the front or whatever you want it to be. We're gonna glitter, we glittered all sides. So we're gonna sprinkle the glitter on while the paint is still wet. And I have one that I've already done both sides to, so we'll just use that one for the demo. So get your paint, need a little more. I usually use one paper plate for like my paints, and then I'm going to use a paper plate underneath for my glitter. So when we're all done with the white and my big brush, I'm just going to stick this in the water. So I got another paper plate. I got this idea. Her name is Joanne Barandy. She's on YouTube. She makes a whole mess of these different type things. She even cuts out her own shapes. You can go watch her on YouTube. I've seen her. So what we're going to do is just sprinkle a little bit of the glitter. I got the glitter at Walmart. So this is the iridescent glitter that I got. So this is, you know, one side I'll shake off the glitter, and then you can use the paper plate to put your glitter back in the jar. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the one I already have done, so I have both sides all glittered. So I'm going to, see, my stencil kind of just fits right on my square. I'm going to do black. So this one I'm going to do purple. I'm going to do purple, purple nose and purple ears, which I should do those. Let me get the eyes done. So I'm going to take just a littler brush. I'm going to hold my, now we're just going to, like we're stenciling the eyes, is basically what we're doing. So while that is still wet, I got some black glitter. I had larger black glitter, but I found little packets at, I think it was Walmart, I think I got them. So I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit of black glitter, maybe if it comes out. I don't want it to come out too much. I like the bottle. Let's see. Okay, got some glitter on that. So there's my eyes. So I am going to jump to the ears because I do want them to be drying while we're doing the rest of this. So basically, get your scissors. So what I did, I basically just cut this in half. I do know I did forget. And then I just kind of ripped the tag off, and then I was able to just pull the loose papers that were stuck in the So here's our ears. So what I'm going to do is just fold it in half and just cut it. It's going to fray a lot. So what I did, I just pulled off whatever excess I could get, and then I'm going to trim. I'm going to trim this up. So that's what you have there. And then this one, again, I'm going to pull all my excess off from where I cut it. Like I said, this makes a big mess. Trim that up as well. Garbage bag on the floor. Let me get rid of this. All these furry things is probably going to keep shedding. So like I said, we're going to do this one purple. So what I did, as you can see, I just colored the inside. We're going to use actually the bottom side of the mop, or the mop part that would be against your, instead of the fluffy side, we're going to leave that to the back. We're going to make this purple here. I had two purples. I wasn't sure which purple I was going to use. I think I kind of like the darker one. Shake it up. Get that on my plate. Haven't used my paints in a while, so leave that upside down to get more out. So then I'm going to take another brush. I actually think I'm going to take my big white one, get it out of the water, wipe it off. We're going to dry brush. So kind of just get some on your paintbrush, and we're just going to work it in here. Maybe that brush is too big. Let's do, we'll do this size brush. I'm going to do this size brush. So get some on your brush, and I'm kind of just swirling it around, and I'm trying to make it go out because I want the inside kind of darker, and I want it to color to go lighter out. So we'll do the darker in the middle, and then kind of get it to go out further so it'll kind of blend. So I want to do this because it's just gonna, you know, keep it a little bit wet as we're trying to work and put it on. Okay, so there's one. Let's do this one. Let's try to get this wiped up so don't get on the back of my, oops, this just happens to be the one that the brush comes off the holder. So again, we're going to do darker in the middle, and then we're just going to make it kind of go out. You're kind of like shading it. You're kind of doing the dark in the middle, and you're just kind of working the paint out. Dark in the middle. Again, I'm just kind of dabbing it on my plate. And then we're just going to kind of do some circles just to get the paint. Okay, so that's that one that we have there. So I'm going to set these aside, let them dry. So let's finish up the face. So we did the eyes, we sprinkled them with some black glitter. There's not much on there, but we did. We're going to put this back on. We're going to do purple for the nose. I should have put my brush away with the purple. So you just line up your eyes with your stencil, and then we have our nose cut out. And we're just gonna, kind of like we did the black, I'm just going up and down. I don't know how many times I can use this cardstock stencil. I don't know how long it will last. This is my second one because I did a different one for the boy and a different one for the girl. So there is, I did a heart shape. Let's leave that down so I can sprinkle the glitter on. It's a new glitter, and I forgot to get this poked down. Okay. Do your scissors, but try to be very careful. I should leave it together. Okay, got it open. So I'm gonna go to the sprinkle side, like your salt and pepper shakers, and then you're just gonna kind of tap it and sprinkle out a little purple. So that's all we really need. So that's what we have so far. Then I'm going to get my other stencil right here. I'm gonna line up the nose, and then we're gonna do the mouth. Just line up your nose. We're kind of gonna do the same thing. We're gonna stencil. I didn't do part of the face because I kind of wanted to keep the teeth, and I wasn't sure how to cut my stencil out. So we will do the rest with the slick paint. But this is just getting us the general shape. So then when you lift that up, there is your face, your teeth. And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna connect. We're gonna go from the nose over and the nose over. So this is where you're gonna use your black. It's called slick paint. It's just dimensional paint. You wanna squirt some out on your paper plate just to make sure that you have a good, you're not gonna get air bubbles. So I'm just gonna slick paint. Okay, slick paint. As I was squeezing, it didn't feel like it was coming out. Gonna come out. You don't want it to come out too fast. So I'm gonna slick paint to over here, and then we're gonna slick paint to over here. You don't want to squeeze too hard because you don't want it to come out big and blobby. And then you don't want to squeeze hard enough for you to get separated lines like that. So there is the rest of our nose. We can use a little bit of the black glitter. So we could do a little bit of the glitter on the nose and teeth. So it kind of all look the same. Let me dump that off. So there we have that. And what we're going to do, we're going to also use our black slick paint. We're going to make our whiskers. So on this one, how we did the whiskers. So I'm going to get the whiskers, and I'm going to go squeeze it again on my plate just so I have the air bubbles out. So we're going to do whisker. Try to get a little bit here because it looks like it's kind of breaking up a little bit there in my line. Do some more, another line. Here I've got lots of air in my bottle is pretty much full. I will make this one, try to make it a little longer. So we can put, I mean, if we want, we can put little nose, put little freckles or something. We could put those there, like that. Now let's do the other side. I think I'm gonna turn it this way so I can see, kind of match them up. Whisker. Whisker. So make it however you want it. Put some freckles in there. Also make some eyelashes over here. We'll give her a big eyelash and a little eyelash. Same on this side. Big eyelash and a little eyelash. So basically, however you want to decorate it, you know, that's up to you. You don't have to use the glitter if you don't want. It just makes it a little cuter, you know, a little sparklier. Let's do some white in the eyes. Again, I'm going to use white slick paint. It's the Tulip. Squirt it out on the, you could always wait till your paint dries underneath, so we could have waited till the black dries. Give her a little eye, maybe a little dot there, and a little dot there. If you don't like how you did something, you can always let it all dry, and the slick paint usually just peels right off. So, going to attach the ears. But I am going to pause. Okay, we're going to work on, like I said, the ears. So this is pretty much the face. I forgot to plug my glue gun in. I plugged the extension cord in, but not the glue gun. So, like on this one, I left a little bit of the shish kebab, bamboo shish kebab sticking out because I thought maybe that would help go into whatever you're going to put it in. Like I just had a jar with some beads in it. When I placed it in there, I thought maybe that would help, you know, go in further. If you have some styrofoam or something that you're going into, then you don't have to cut down the skewer. But we'll get that ready while I'm waiting for. So basically, you're going to be, you know, putting that in your. So we're going to cut maybe, I just brought down some wire cutters because I had forgot. So cut a couple inches off on the bamboo stick. So what I did for my ears, we'll put those in next. I got some toothpicks here. And what I plan on doing, I'm going to put a toothpick here. And I'm going to like fold the outside and in, and then I'll put a toothpick here, we'll fold that in, and then we're gonna, so we're kind of gonna every other kind of accordion fold this. Once you cut it, like I said, this sheds, so you know, go ahead and trim off the back. Let's see if my glue gun will reach over here. Yes, it does. So I'm going to put a little glue here, for my toothpick, and then I'm going to close it around the toothpick, hold that. I put a little glue here. Put this toothpick in. We're going to close around that toothpick. Be careful, stick my finger in the glue. It's hot. So we'll hold those for a little bit because these toothpicks will help go into the styrofoam. So I did that. Put a little glue in the middle here. And then we're going to sink down the middle and push up the sides. So and then at that time you can kind of fluff your ear how you want it. Just keep holding it so the glue will hold it all together. Got your glue strings. Then this is, you can always, like I said, you can always make your ear come up higher. Your color on the inside. Remember we left the fluffy side for the back and we painted on the inside. So we'll do the other one. Got a new glue stick over here. I need that. Glue gun. So put some glue down this side. Stick the toothpick in. And then we're going to fold this half to this other line because it has like these lines where the sewing lines are. Then we'll stick another toothpick there. We'll fold that side in. Oops, and this side came undone. So we'll just hold it for a little bit, let your glue set up. Put some glue in the middle. And we're going to pinch it all together. So it's kind of accordion. And like I said, watch your fingers. You can trim away, like you see I got some purple on here. You can just cut some of that off. So I'm going to take this one. I don't need my toothpicks that long, so I will cut off a little bit. I'm going to kind of cut them at an angle. So I kind of left about an inch or so. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out where I want them. I think I kind of went like about at her eye, kind of off, a little off center to her eye. And your toothpick broke. We got a little bit left here. Trying to do it upside down isn't working for, oh, and I just smeared my paint. So that's what you want to do usually. Let your stuff dry. So I'll let it dry and hopefully that will peel off. My fat fingers. That one to go there, and this one will go about here. Get them started. Get them started there, and then what I'm going to do is I got some of the fur got stuck in the eyelash. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just stick a little glue between the bottom of the ear and the toothpicks. I'm just going to push it, and I'm going to hold it there for a little bit. Like I said, you can either let the stuff dry, or you could just cut the color. It looks like I got some black in the ears as well. Always have baby wipes or something handy, so you can, you know, wipe your hands so you don't get paint all over everything. Okay, we'll do the other side. Again, we went about where the eye started. Before I push it all the way in, I'm gonna stick a little glue in here. So the fur will help hold it. Oops, it came out of the hole. Just push it in there. We could hold it in. You could shape your ear. There's your bunny. Like I said, you know, you can go in here and clip some of the paint out. No one will notice that you clipped your ear. So then what we're going to do, we're going to stick the skewer in. So we're going to try to find the middle. Get it in there straight. Then I'm going to put a little glue at the top of this. I'm going to slide my straw down. I'm going to hold it up against the glue. So we have that so far, and then we are going to make the bows. So I got this purple with the white snowflakes. You get it from Dollar Tree. See if I can get this plastic cut off without cutting the mesh. I just need to get it started. I cut cut it off because it looks like I kind of ripped some of it when I was taking off the packaging. So then we're going to cut, I don't know, 10, 12 inches. Just going to cut it. If you watch any of my videos with wreathing, we're just going to scrunch up the middle. It'll look like a bow tie. It's going to be like her top of her party dress or something. I usually get a pipe cleaner. I'm going to fold up the sides to make sure I got it in the center, and then I'm just going to twist it. Twist it nice and tight. You can see it's all nice and even going around. Twist it some more. Just going to cut off the back. I will fold that down. And then what I'm going to do is we're just going to glue that right there to the straw. I'll get a little bit on the bottom of the styrofoam. Hold that for a little bit. Oops. Hold it for a little bit longer than that because it just came up. I was just trying not to get it up on her face. Hold that for a little bit. I'm going to take one of my decorations. I just took them out of the bag. I got them at the Dollar Tree. So we'll stick a little Easter egg on top for the center of her little ruffle. Then one at the top of her head. We don't have to make as long. So we'll cut this just a little shorter, but it's going to be the same concept. We're going to just scrunch it up the middle. I'm going to take another pipe cleaner. I like to fold it in half just to make sure I am pretty much in the center of my ruffle. I'm going to twist it. I'm going to cut off some excess. I'm just going to fold it down just to keep the sharp points. I'm going to put a little glue up here at the top of her head. I'm going to probably put it in between her ears on the top of her head. So that's where I'll put the glue. Hold it there. And use my cutters to kind of hold it in place so I don't burn my fingers. I'm going to take, I think I used the small flowers. I think the bigger flowers, maybe I got these at Hobby Lobby, I don't remember. I thought the bigger flowers were maybe too big. So I also got, like I said, I got the smaller flowers. So we'll just kind of keep the same theme. We'll just go with the purple. They do have a little sticky back. I just tore that little sticky back off. And I just put glue on the back of my flower. And I'm just going to put it right in the middle of my mesh. I'm going to hold it down a little. Till it dries. But there you have it. Smeared face and all, like I said, I'll let it dry and then I can probably pick that off and I can make new whiskers. But that, in general, is how you make your little bunny. If you have any questions, please leave me a comment. I can answer your questions.